Sexism towards men in the workplace. There are certain fields where men are not considered as desirable employees. Some examples are nursing, cleaning jobs, maid services, or working as a barista in a coffee shop. The influence of modern society is still very strong. There is still a strong feeling that there are men's work and women's work and that the two are very separated. To break that down, modern society needs to acknowledge that both sexes can do both types of work. Generally, there are more options for men when it comes to men's work, and there are less options for women. However, men are still looked down upon for doing those jobs that are generally considered women's work. More men need to work in those type of jobs, and more women need to work in what are considered men's jobs to break down this issue of diversity or of lack of diversity. So the basic issue is that gender is a basic form of diversity, and that this issue is a springboard for a lot of other fights for equality, especially in the workplace. Equalizing and acknowledging the beauty of diversity is a key part of modern society. There are quite a few challenges of overcoming issues of diversity. Some simple ones are ingrained mindsets in different cultures. And another simple one is stereotyping. We all have ideas about how certain people should behave. And then another big one is not acknowledging diversity as a benefit, but seeing it as an issue, something that we need to limit diversity to keep everything streamlined in the way it should be. As society, I think we need to work towards acknowledging that a variety of people and experiences and knowledge adds to every part, especially in the workforce. Some benefits of overcoming issues in diversity: their safety and equality. Everyone is more confident if they feel that they are accepted in whatever they want to do. And society would be healthier without issues of diversity. We could all work together and learn from each other instead of worrying about whether or not we fit in to certain jobs or certain groups. This specific issue in relation to men in the workplace doing women's work, it's an issue of who is better, and that applies to women in men's work. Generally, one sex is given more power in that field of work, and so basically, if you're a woman in a man's world, you're giving up your power to the men, and vice versa. There are some jobs that are considered women's work, and men are not generally accepted into certain fields simply because of their sex. Who is impacted by this issue? Simply men that are generally considered in what's considered women's work. Sexism is commonly viewed as mostly a woman's issue. We don't really focus on how it has hurt men. I think we need to examine that a little bit more and see how our push to equalize, make women equal to men is negatively affecting men. How will this issue change? This issue will change as women's rights are expanded. As women are treated equal to men, then men will be treated equal to women in all ways. We have already seen an increase in acceptance across the board as women feel less confined to certain career options. To improve this issue, encouragement through the media is key. people are more likely to act in a positive way if encouraged, and then encouraged to do so. And then another one is big companies, big name companies that have a platform, hopefully through the media, through advertising, making a point of hiring equally. So encouragement through the media is key. It connects with everyone. Connecting kindness and acceptance with this workplace issue will begin to break the barrier of prejudice. And examples in the media also convince employers that hiring men for certain jobs is normal. So if we see advertisements, TV shows where men are working as maids, working as baristas, working as nurses, it'll convince people watching those shows that that is normal and acceptable.